Welcome back to News 3 Today. A Christmas tradition returns to the Coastal Empire. Join the Performing Arts Collective of Savannah and the Benny Cultural Arts this week as they present Black Nativity. The holiday musical is back with a new location and fresh new faces. Nathan Saunders joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
today.
for having us.
And
definitely.
this is very exciting because this is the 10th anniversary
10-year anniversary
of this production here in Savannah.
What an awesome opportunity to share that in the 10 years.
Let's talk about how this all started here.
It started here under the birthing of the late, great Clinton Powell. And what an awesome dedication, 10 years of his hard work and all of the people that he's allowed to share their gifts here in the city of Savannah.
Now, of course, this is based on the production by Langston Hughes.
That is correct.
Let's talk about the local performance, though, some of the things that folks can expect that they may not see in the original play.
Awesome. Some original songs that were actually written by Gary Swindell Jr. and his father also, Gary Swindell, who's also our music director. A lot of the new acting and performances, dancing that's done by our choreographer, Miss Muriel Miller. And she's part of the original crew as well. And they'll get to see something so brand new throughout the whole play.
She's actually in the studio right now recording me as we record you.
Yes.
Hey, Muriel. And we're taking a look at some of the pictures. And we mentioned some new faces, but this is such a cool project because you have folks who've been in this production for years and years and years, and then you have new folks who may be involved for the very first time.
That is right. What a great opportunity to allow new people to share their gifts and abilities through acting, singing, dancing, and even part of helping out with performing the play and costumes and getting everything together. I think it's a great community effort, and it's just awesome to be able to share that with people.
And of course, the storyline is the birth of Jesus Christ.
Oh yes, what the ultimate thing during this time of year, or Christmas season, many people celebrate Christmas in different ways, but the #1 factor is to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ.
Now, we mentioned during the break, we were talking about new things. New director this year.
Yes.
Brings everything full circle.
God. Mr. Rodney Creech is such an awesome, inspiring person. He's great. He's got a degree in directing and has done many plays and different things, not just here in Savannah, but also abroad. And to have him come aboard and help us expand on the play to make it bigger, brighter, more bolder, and exciting. And we're excited to have him working with us.
And this is really a collaboration
yes.
of different groups who came together to put on this phenomenal show. We're talking about a Benny Cultural Arts,
yes.
Spitfire Poetry.
That is correct.
And
Benny Cultural Arts, Spitfire Poetry, and when you have Gary Swindell with the music that
yes.
he brings in, and some of the people who can sing from different choirs and different avenues and different genres of life, from the youngest to the oldest. And there's everyone can participate, and we're just thankful to be able to do that.
And you mentioned the youngest. You have a real live baby Jesus.
Yes, we do. We always, every year, have a real live baby Jesus, and I think that's awesome to have to make the play even more real.
Okay, if you'd like to see the play, there are 4 performances beginning December 13th and wrapping up December 15th at Coastal Cathedral. The dates and times are on your screen. Tickets are $20 in advance, $25 the day of the show. Call 912-272-2797 or email packsavannah@gmail.com for more information. Nathan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us. We'll be back with a final check of your forecast.